Alrighty then. Hello and once again, good evening YouTube and welcome back to the NASCAR Thunder 2004 100% career mode on legend difficulty as Tony Raines. Last time we did a few things and we completed whatever track, Richmond. It was a really good race. I highly recommend going back and watching that. Basically, you can ignore the first hour and a half of the stream. The rest of it is really good. This time, we're going to be doing something completely different, and that is doing the chase. Ladies and gentlemen in the audience, it is 2004, and the champion in 2003 won the championship by a full race, which means that NASCAR has introduced the chase. Now, unfortunately, I cannot put that into the game, so we have to do it manually. And the way that we're going to do that is like this. We are going to, hold on. How do I take off Elgato? There goes Elgato. Okay. So as you can see, we've got all this here. I can hopefully make this bigger. No, I can only make one box bigger. Great. There we go. Perfect. And then I gotta do this to increase their width. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. So here's the start of the chase. Let's look at the standings just so that you know that I'm not lying. I'm not giving anyone an unfair advantage. We're going to have to calculate the points after every single race, so we've got to keep in mind, you know, like all the points that they're going to get. I'm going to have to look at that after the races are done. So as you can see, it's Earnhardt, Harvick, Stewart, Marlin, Gordon, Bobby Labonte, Mark Martin, Kurt, Rudd, and Newman. There we go. You can't even see what I'm doing right now. I'm showing you on the... on here. I never played Cheetah Men. I've wanted to play Cheetah Men, but you know I can't. I don't have a console for that. And like copies of the game are like $300. But there's something else I wanted to show you, and we can take this view back again. Video capture device. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, it's actually bright for once. On today's occasion, for this, just because the chase has started and like everything is awesome and stuff. Oh my god, I just dropped it on the keyboard. I almost just broke everything from that. Oh, that was a scary moment. I've got a payday bar. This is what I was trying to show you. I've got a payday bar. Yeah, sponsor activation. Sponsor activation. Let's go. Let's go with the sponsor activation. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. All right. That was the entire. That was what it was there. Ready for another Bizman video? Hell yeah. I could look at Bizman again. I'd do that. I'd totally do that. I'm sorry. I know Survivor Series is happening, but this is literally going to be my only day off this week. Or, I mean, well, it was literally my only day off this week. And then next week, God only knows what I'm going to be doing. So, I have to take this opportunities to stream when I get back. And tonight's opportunity takes us to New Hampshire for the first race of the chase that I've demonstrated we will be keeping track of. And we're driving a not even terrible car. It's a car rating of 68. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. And that is what we're going to be doing. Yeah, I just need a new webcam. Well, I don't really need a new webcam. I just need a room that can be lit. You see, the living room in here, it's like a classic living room. There's no fucking overhanging lights. Like, you have to, like, buy a lamp and plug it in and shit. God damn it, Dale Jr. Gordon was my closest competition in polls, and now he's just gotten, like, 3 straight polls. Okay, so we're gonna take out the wedge for qualifying, and I'm gonna put it back in. Do I want to put it back in for the race? I had a really good car at this track last time we came out, and it was still really difficult to drive. So let's do. Okay, let's just do it where it's at. I need to consider gear ratios. I think I blew up during qualifying. That was Michigan where I blew up. We're just gonna do this and see what happens. No wedge. What does no wedge do to the Payday 21? I've gotten the pole here in the past, and it looks like the car is extremely fast. And by extremely fast, I mean it's got too short of gear ratios. Because we shorten the gear, we shorten the final gear when the car is fresh and brand new at the start of a playthrough, so that you have a little bit of an advantage. But, okay, so that was not even a bad lap, but I'm going to adjust for inflation. And by inflation, I mean the inflation of my top speed. Okay, so if I want to lengthen this gear, I go like this, right? Yes, that's how I do that. Okay, so we do that, and let's keep the wedge where it's at. Blowing myself is not good. I don't know about that. See, that is what we need to really consider cloning technology. Is it gay to blow yourself if you clone yourself? Or is it masturbation? These are the questions that we need answered. In the 21st century, these are the questions that they're going to be asking. And we need answers. I demand answers, in fact. Anyway, that's a poll. So the car is extremely loose. And the crew chief will not shut up about it being loose. But it's also fast. Loose is fast, as they say. So mayhaps the best line of going about this, okay, well, maybe not the best way of going about this would be to have the wedge out. I mean, obviously, having the wedge out would improve my situation as far as speed is concerned. But being able to drive the fucking car is more important than being fast. It's all we need to do. As I have said 1,000 times, all we have to do is finish 30th. And if I don't have race-winning speed, then there is no reason to risk it. So we're going to slap in that round of wedge, and we're going to call it good. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope you're ready for the nice treat by MRN to discuss the opening stanza of this race. I'm going to guess that they're going to talk about... Kurt Busch and Joe Nemechek. That's who I'm guessing they're going to talk about during the start sequence.
Welcome to New Hampshire International Speedway in Loudon for today's NASCAR Winston Cup race, the Sylvania 300. What can we expect to see today, Barney?
They did run a restrictor plate here for a couple of races because of the concern about the accelerators getting stuck open going into these flat corners. They no longer need those plates with the addition of the engine kill switch to all the cars. The switch is on the steering wheel and allows the drivers to quickly shut the engine off if they're going into the corner too hard.
The Payday Chevrolet has been struggling at the speedways this season.
But a good finish would go a long way in boosting that team's morale. I guarantee it would make a whole lot easier to come to these racetracks.
Jeff Burton made his NASCAR Winston Cup debut at New Hampshire in 1993, and since then he's had quite a bit of success here.
Well, he certainly has. He won a race here in 4 consecutive seasons starting back in 1997. And he led every single lap during that win in 2000. Now that's domination.
Maybe that was just a pure
David Green seems to always have to start toward the back at these speedway tracks.
When you're always starting in the back, it puts extra pressure on the driver and the team. You constantly have to be on your toes looking for that next position and watching out for wrecks. If you qualify poorly, it makes it that much harder to even have a good finish.
Wow. All right, so I wasn't even close. I wasn't even close. Oh, actually, I was sort of close. I had a Roush driver, but Joe Nemechek was so far off the mark that I can't make an excuse on that one. I had a Roush driver with a high number. Vroom vroom time. Ooh, look at Waltrip in the Nilla Wafers car. Well, I like that. I love me a Nilla Wafer. Nilla Wafers and banana pudding. And Dale Jr. is the points leader, so they don't talk about me on the pole again. Every single time. Oh, and it's a Joe Gibbs Racing Row 2. Oh, no. Man, oh man, oh man. What is this?
In row 4 are the
Oh, another good... That's not even a great starting spot by Kenny Wallace. He's usually better than that. Oh my god, Gordon's in the Pepsi car. Waltrip in the Wafers car. Burton in an alternate paint scheme. It's just an alternate paint scheme race. Man, oh man. And then just another amazing start by Hermie Sadler. I'm sure he'll finish 39. That's my assumption. So last time at Richmond, we had a really good car. I was able to lead for like the first 30 laps. But I don't think we're going to have it here because we're probably going to have just an atrocious start. We're probably going to lose. We're going to be probably 4th by the time we hit turn 1. So I'm not exactly expecting much out of this race. I'm hoping for like 20th place. I hope this car is good enough for 20th. But like, I'm not exactly going to count on it. We are going to run a 3rd race on this car. And then Dover goes into... Is it Talladega already? Oh, Kevin Odell with a 3. Thank you for the 3. I appreciate it. I will continue making videos. Yes, caffeine is great. I'm so happy I can drink it again. I've got a Starbucks caramel and a vanilla bean monster in my fridge right now. One of those is for tomorrow. Only one of them though. NASCAR in North Korea. We may as well be. The series may as well be sanctioned out of North Korea, considering the stupidity. Yeah, we were really good. I was kind of disappointed that we'd have a fresh car if it's Talladega. But like, we did really good at Daytona last time. That Daytona night race, we were fast. Like, not for the whole time, but like, for a while. And look at Ashton Lewis not qualifying dead last. Dang. But don't worry, Terry's got another 40-second starting spot. Don't worry, he's holding down the fort at the back of the field. Holding down the caboose like nothing. I was once again... Hey, we're back at New Hampshire. My first career race at Richard Childress Racing was right here at New Hampshire. So we've come full circle. I'm
Enjoy the content, keep
RCR
up the
driver
work.
now. I'm not getting any more resources whatsoever. Alright, it's a short one from New Hampshire. 300 laps. 300 laps lie ahead. Sadly, not 301 laps. We're actually having a better start than I thought I would. We actually got off the line a little bit okay. And I was wrong, actually. We did not go into turn 1 in 4th place. We actually went into turn 1 in 6th place. So there's the start I was looking for. There's the start I knew we were going to have. Ooh. Oh, it's so loose, dude. But then we get into the corner and it doesn't turn. Such a frustrating track to drive. But hey, we're 5th. Hey, I made up a spot. Recovered. I recovered from the horrendous start. And now we are... Bobby Labonte's leading. Hey! That's good. I'm happy about this. Mostly because Dale Jr.'s not in the lead. You say you don't like Starbucks mocha because of the residue, but you're supposed to shake it. You see, the thing is that all the coffee drinks that I have it says don't shake. Don't shake. Oh god, that's a super chat. $10! $10! From Scott McNew. Always willing to throw a couple of bucks. Thank you.
$10.
Michigan beat the Ohio State
And
Sackeyes.
no.
I have tomorrow off from work, and now a
Michigan beat
kamikaze
Ohio
stream.
State.
What
I
a
went
great
to
day.
lunch with my mom, and that was playing at the sports bar. I'm like, damn, that's a close game. And I'm like, oh, okay. Or was that was there was like 2 teams that were undefeated going up against each other. Oh, this is why I'm on plus 0.5 wedge. Okay, alright, well that was not at all what I intended to do there. Well, alrighty then. So, looks like this is not going to be a race without cautions. Oh, look at that, my 60 rival is right next to me. Fun. Alright, well, if I'm gonna fucking die, if I'm gonna die on plus 0.5 wedge, I'm just gonna take out the fucking wedge, dude. I died anyway. I may as well have extra turning capability. Michigan and Ohio were both 11. Okay, so that was the game that was on. Okay. Let's turn down the... Well, actually, well... Yeah, let's do 23 PSI and see what happens. Yeah, that's the fun thing about New Hampshire, is that you can just die. You can just fucking die into the corners. How was my Thanksgiving? I worked. If there's ever a holiday, you can pretty much assume that I worked. Oh, cool. Terrible pit stop. Well, at least this pit stop that's awful is coming during the caution period, so, yeah. Yeah. You hope Canada wins tomorrow. I have no idea what the context for that is. I'm pretty sure it's World Cup, but like, you know. Looks like you were the only car on pit road that entire caution. I wonder why. Maybe it's because pit strategy in this game is trash. Wonder if that has something to do with it. Because like we can just have a random caution come out in the middle of a run, like 30 laps in, and we can pit and be a second faster on tires, and then no one else will pit. They'll just be like, dope, dope, dope. Oh, I'm gonna stay on the track actually. If I pit my car, I'll be faster than literally everyone else. But I've decided I'm going to stay on the track. That's what I'm going to do. And they stay on the track, so, yeah. So now we'll get to see what the true power of this car is. We've got the pole, and now in a couple of laps I've moved up from last to 38th from the single file start here. There's Ashton Lewis. I'm sure he's contemplating his next move. He's plotting away his next premeditated attack. As we speak. As we speak. The man cannot be contained. He is a dangerous weapon. I do have 4 fresher laps on these fresher tires than these guys, but like, that really doesn't make much of a difference. But it is a difference. It means that I can select when I pit versus being forced to pit basically the second that I run out of shit. So, it gives me, like, if we can make it 100 laps on fuel, like, then we're fine. But like, if I needed that extra bit in the tank, then we'd be in really good shape. I've been using my Bernie Sanders voice way too much. It's just my go-to voice at this point, like for literally everything. Like if I'm trying to make fun of someone, oh, I'm so smart, oh, that's my voice that I go to. And if I'm just extrapolating on stuff, I'm just like, oh, we have to go downtown, and we gotta go to the grocery store, and we gotta put everything in the cart, and then go check out. And then there's no one in the checkout lane, so you gotta use the self-checkout, but none of the self-checkouts are working, so you just steal the shit, cause fuck them, you know. I need to get new voices. I'm overusing Bernie. Remember that Robbie Gordon did nothing wrong. Correct. This is a true statement. No, only facts. All I see in the chat are facts. And that's a good thing. And that's a good thing that there's nothing but facts in the chat. Casey Mears actually won every race in 2006. Dang. Where was I? Where was I that whole time? It started at Daytona. Johnson got a black flag, you know, for, I don't know, because he's an asshole. Because fuck him. That's why he got a black flag. So that's how that started. And then he ran such a good couple of races at the start of the season. He had such a good start to the season. And he was like just casually bullying in second in points. But yeah, you know how it goes. Anyway, so I'd appear to have a 30th place car. So that's not good. Talk Like Xavier Renegade Angel. I have not watched that show in like 15 years. I don't remember anything about it other than like his ass is in, his like legs are put on backwards, so his ass is in front of him. Like that one episode of Futurama where Zoidberg puts the dude back together wrong. Which is coincidentally also an Adult Swim show now. I remember when Adult Swim was like, you know, actually good. And it wasn't just like the rejected Fox adult shows. It wasn't just the Seth MacFarlane channel with a dash of King of the Hill. I remember. Those were good. I miss some of that Adult Swim content, actually. Just like the stupid stuff. Like the stuff that ran for like one season or like not like 6 episodes and they were like, wow, this is terrible. Who allowed this to happen? Who allowed this show to get on the air? Like a public broadcasting channel, but with like a lot of money behind it. Casey. Please turn. Alright, so I take out a half round of wedge, and all it does is make me not turn. Yes, fucking adult, or Aqua Twin Hunger Force. Best show. That's coming back, isn't it? There's like, oh yeah, I just saw that fucking, I was watching TV at work. And there was a commercial for the new Adults, or I keep saying Adult Swim. It's fucking Aqua Teen movie. Yes, I need to get that, or like watch it on fucking Paramount Plus. That's probably the channel or service at a time. Someone asked a question in the chat, and then I got on a tangent about Aqua Teen, and now it's gone. And now it's gone. Yes, fucking Aqua Teen and Robot Chicken. When those two were bound back to back, oh my god, just 11 o'clock at night in 2009, dude. I'd watch it right after fucking Monday Night Raw was over. I remember that. And then that's when they started showing fucking King of the Hill, and it's like, no, bitch. No, I want Aqua Teen. R. Bert and Ernie Gay. According to fucking Sesame Street, yes. I just wrecked again. I'm not even trying to do this, dude. I'm like, this car can't be fucking driven. This car cannot be driven. It's not, no, this car is not natural. Do I plan on getting a haircut? I wasn't. According to fucking Sesame Street itself, like, they actually made, like, a fucking tweet or some dumbass shit, like, yes, they are. It's like, no, can't bros just be bros? Does it have to be gay? I mean, it's good. I mean, it's fine if it's gay, but it doesn't have to be. Alright, I'm putting the wedge back in. I know this does nothing, but I'm putting it back in. How's the hotel? A nightmare as always. It's been a very boring week. The busiest day was fucking Thanksgiving. Then yesterday, nothing happened all goddamn night. I remember I'm watching like this channel, like, oh my god, why is this pit crew so bad today? What's Tim Ken? That's on the trunk of the car. What's Tim Ken?
Looks like we were the only car on pit road during that entire
I don't care, crew chief. But like, yeah, I'm watching this channel. It's like a fucking police interrogation channel, and it's fun. It's fun watching like people who've committed murders just pretend like they haven't committed murders. Yeah, that was definitely my fault that you came down on me. Thank you. So now I'm really good on tires. So I should probably be faster than the leader, maybe. Maybe not the leader, but I should have like top 10 pace now. So that's good. I don't even know if paydays are good. Their advertisements aren't. The advertisement where like they put a blur on the screen. It's like, dude, what? Can you stop wrecking, please? Like at any point in time, are you gonna stop doing that? Can you just drive like a car? Payday's quote is "get to it." I thought it was like nothing but a good bar. And I was going to turn that into nothing but a good car. I was going to be the Jeff fucking Green. You are a +6 ally. Stop blocking me. They're like Baby Ruth without chocolate. Well, I never have those. I never have those. You know what? Candy bars suck. Okay, fundamentally, candy bars are shit. They're empty calories. They're pure sugar. There's, most of the time, they don't even have protein. Like, if you're gonna get something like in a bar like that, get a fucking protein bar, bitch. Get a protein bar. You know, it's gonna be some, there's gonna be some calories and there's gonna be some carbs, but it's gonna be way better than a fucking Hershey. And it's gonna be way more filling, and it's gonna taste better. Okay? Just gonna fucking put that out there. Jeff Green has a green car. I don't know what race you're watching, but it doesn't look very green to me. But here's both of the greens. Both of the greens are driving yellow cars. Is there like a political statement in there somewhere? I feel like there might be. The number 9 Uh-Oh Cheerios car. Isn't the 9 game car in this game? The Jeff Burton 9, isn't that in this game? I don't know if you can... You see, the thing is that whenever Bill Elliott retires in this game, he fucking always gets a replacement driver. But like, even then, Jeff Burton is still a full-time driver, like forever. I don't think I've ever seen Jeff Burton retire in this game. You'd have to force him into retirement by making him finish terribly in the standings.
You're clear.
But, you know, and then even then, like, he'd probably get back into his, you know, caramelized nuts. I need to stop reading the chat because I just ran into the fucking wall like a dumb bitch. Just careened, almost Adam Petty'd it, straight up. Straight up Adam Petty because I'm reading the chat. The gain Ford is not in this game. There's a 9 Bush car in this game, right? Stop running into shit. Brett Bodine. More like Brett Brodine. He's been a bro this entire playthrough, except for when he killed me. Except for when he killed me at Rockingham, like, at the fucking start. That was a long time, dude. That was far into the game. Or not even, that was nowhere. That was long ago. What city should Jeff Burton be the mayor of? Fucking, anywhere. Detroit. Jeff Burton can clean up Detroit. Believe me, he was a mayor for all the time he was in racing. He must know a thing or two about mayoring. Hooey. Hooey. He might retire and get replaced by Tina Gordon. Anyone can get replaced by Tina Gordon, though. Who was Tina racing as in Tina Gordon was like in the 29, I think, in the original Insane Universe. Which is hilarious, might I add. That is still funny. Those videos hold up. It's just they're so fucking long, dude, and they're such a drain to make, actually. They're actually a drain. Because it's like a 10-hour stream where we're just throwing the car on the track backwards. It's like it takes no skill, but like I'm just sitting here. You know, sitting, waiting. What If has arrived. Good. She won the last championship. Yes. What a legend. Tina Gordon, low-key amazing. She was horrible, wasn't she? Just awful. Just could not drive. Wasn't she like a stunt driver or something? I don't fucking know. She was like the original, why are you even here? She was Natalie before Natalie. Alright? The original Natalie. Just the, why are you even here? And you know something that's always annoyed me in this game? Is that Casey Kane is in NASCAR Thunder 2003, but he's not in NASCAR Thunder 2004. Wasn't he in like the 38 Aikens car by now? 2003? Yeah, he was, because he won the Homestead race, and I did a fucking video about the entire 2003 Busch Series season, pretty much. The Vickers video is still one of my favorite videos ever on this channel. So I guess like the 38 just didn't want to be in the game or something, because the 38 was never in any EA NASCAR game, I don't think, unless it's in 09, which, you know, whatever at that point. He's in the channel lock car, yes, in 2002. But, like, he's an actual prospect by the time 2003 came around. Like, Casey Kane in 03 is supposed to be Elton Sawyer. Oof. Is that it? That's why, the age is wrong, right? His age is wrong in that game. But then, like, the same thing that happened to John Andretti. The only reason Christian Fittipaldi's in this game is because he was the first person that drove the 43 car after fucking Andretti got kicked out of the team. Like, if Andretti just made it another month in the 43 car, which, why did they even fire him to begin with? Like, he could not have possibly been doing that bad. He could not have possibly been doing worse than Kyle Petty. Like, what were they going to do? Like, okay, Christian Fittipaldi, former F1 driver. Oh, whoop-de-fucking-do. What does that mean? What does that mean in NASCAR? Like, even by then we knew that open-wheel transition into stock car racing is, like, brutally hard. Like, it takes a special fucking talent. Like only just fucking now. It took Sam Hornish, like, 5 years to get good. It took about AJ Allmendinger about 10. It's like, what were they really trying to accomplish by throwing Christian Fittipaldi into the 43 car? Like, I love Christian, he's a legend. But he was never going to do anything in that car. They would have been better served to just pull some random fucker out of the Busch series. Like, who was racing Busch back then? Like, fucking Kane. They could have put Kane in it! He was gonna sign as a Dodge. Well, what? Was Aikens Ford when it started? It eventually became Dodge. But I think it started as a Ford. So maybe he was still like a Ford. He was signed to Ford because he was going to go to Yates. But then, like, Jason Jarrett got a race. And that was like, oh, that broke my contract, I'm free. So that's why he was able to go to fucking Evernham to begin with. So I guess maybe there wasn't a chance that he could have gone to 43. There's so much that goes into this shit. Just this fucking bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. Casey Kane in the 43. He absolutely could. He went into the. He did go into the 43. When fucking. Right? Eric Almirola. No, Eric Almirola went into the 9, which was a petty team. But Kane went over to the 83 in 2010. That's what happened. Okay. See, I know my shit. I'm intelligent. And Juan Pablo, yeah, he was all right. But Juan Pablo is one of the greatest, low-key, one of the most top 10 greatest drivers of, like, the generation he was a part of. Like, Montoya was not nearly appreciated enough. He spent way too much time at a dead-in-the-water Ganassi team. And then he just spent his entire career at Ganassi, too. Like, Ganassi wasn't awful in 2007. It was awful in 2008. It was, I mean, Truex did okay in 2009, but Montoya couldn't do anything. 2010, 2011, 2011 I think was statistically Montoya's best season. 2012 was okay too, I think. And then by then his career was over. It's like, why didn't Montoya really should have, like, shopped around? He should have had a better Cup career. He's way better than the stats show. Yeah, he absolutely does not get the credit that he deserves. Out of, like, everyone that I did not appreciate enough when they were racing, Montoya is the biggest one. Lap 50. Montoya should have won Richmond in 2013. Was that the spring Richmond? Because, like, it was... He wasn't a factor in the spin gate race, I'm pretty sure. What driver do I hate the most in this series? You mean this series? Tony Raines? Kyle Petty? He's such a dick. He's always there to run into me and get a 60 for no fucking reason. And that's like his entire purpose in this game, is to be my rival. Bobby Hamilton could have returned to the 43. That would have been neat, I guess. He was, I mean, yeah. Well, like, he was too busy owning a team. Didn't he own a team at that point? It was like a brand new team at that point. He probably had way too much on his plate to be able to do that. Like, he was busy chasing truck championships by then.
All clear, buddy. Got one high.
$2 from Lyle Bailey. Thank you.
Number 97 is still there.
Wow! That's cool!
Juan Pablo could have been
JP could have been champ for battling Mark in 09.
Well, it's just Ganassi wasn't that great. It took until, like, the merger that brought McMurray back to the 1. Like, that's when the equipment shot up in quality. I was gonna do, I want to do another, like, Vickers video. I want to do another 4-hour-long, in-depth summary of someone's career. I've had an idea in mind for, like, a year, but, like, I'm just too fucking lazy and I don't have time to work on it at work. Like, if I didn't have, like, overnight shifts for, like, if I wasn't on that, I probably could not have made the Brian Vickers video, because I just grinded it out just 6 hours out of the day, out of the night, for a week. That was about a 50-hour project. Can I do it for Austin Terrio? It's too fucking short. I think a discussion about, like, the 2017 ARCA Championship would be fun. Casey got fucked because he jumped into an underpowered 66 car in 2002. And he had a couple of decent runs, like, here and there. It wasn't anything to write home about, but, like, he did what he had to do his rookie season. What he needed was to be full-time in the Braun 19 in the Busch Series. He should not have made a single Cup Series start in 2003. But instead, they did quite literally the opposite. He wasn't even in the Braun 19 until they fired Chad Blount.
Clear on both sides.
Like they were going to run Casey full-time in the Cup Series with 1 year experience in an underpowered Busch car, where he got a grand total of 2 top 10s over a 33 race season, I think. They were going to do that. And, like, Chip Ganassi was like, oh, yep, I'm going to do this. Oh, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. Nothing possibly could go wrong with this. And everything went wrong with that. He was, the closest he came to a top 10 was Watkins Glen. But he, like, drove in the dirt with, like, 15 to go, and I don't even remember where he finished that race.
Easy now. Gonna need some of that grip later.
How about Kevin Grubb? He really didn't have a shot.
It's got a run on you.
Unless someone was going to take, like, a risk on him, he really was never going to amount to much. Like, what, really? Did he have a full season at Bruco? It was a really, really young Bruco. But, like, David Green, he's a former series champion. But he did very good in that, that 37 car, yeah. However, Kevin Grubb was still a really young raw talent, and he was kind of doing the Briscoe, where like every single time that he was at the track could have been his last. So he kind of overdrove and like all that stuff. But like he had no huge backing. He had no, you know, manufacturer support. Like he would have had to like take his career if he was ever gonna have one. So, yeah, you know how it goes. You know how it goes. Dale, you better not.
You gained another position with that pass.
You gained another position with that pass. How about Raphael I don't even know how to say his fucking name. Lessard? I always say Raphael Lassard, because, like, it rolls better with Raphael. But it's like Lessard. So is it like Raphael Lessard? I don't fucking know. What surprised me the most about him is that he got 1 year in a KBM truck after, like, Toyota and Kyle Busch were hyper-focused on him in late models for the previous 5 years, and he got 1 season in the Truck Series. And he won! It was a terrible race, but he won. It was a terrible race that I didn't watch because Corbin got fucked in his last chance to, not only his last chance to accomplish anything, but a last chance to ever fucking do anything at all because people on Twitter are cunts. Top 10, you're right, I just drove from last to the top 10. And sure, I'm on fresher tires than all the field by like 30 laps, but still. That's still a solid game. Solid net gain. Still a solid net gain. But yeah, Lessard is like, what happened? Like, oh no, his parents ran out of money at the most inconvenient possible moment. The second that he has a win, and he's like a low-key, like, sleeper on road courses. A sleeper on road courses, right? And then he just fucking disappeared, and now he does no races. It's about as bad as how they did Kyle Benjamin. Like, fuck. God, Benjamin deserved better. Is KBM still going to be Toyota? They have already announced they will not be Toyota. And they have their worst lineup in the history of the team. Holy shit. How the mighty have fallen. What was my previous job before working at a hotel? I worked at a grocery store. That was my job from high school. You know, grocery store gripes. That was the job that I had before then.
45 car, up high.
You see, the thing is that I always think about how much of a waste of time going to college was, because I literally could have been exactly where I am right now had I not gone to college and I had just immediately after graduating started working at a hotel. Because none of the skills, I learned nothing at college. I learned how to lie to people. I learned how to fake things. I learned how to write fake news. My entire internship was a farce. Like, all I learned in college was how to lie to people. And I was already pretty good at that. I was already pretty good before going to college. I'm doing that. And so if I had just not done that, and I hadn't wasted $50,000 on a piece of paper that has gotten me nowhere in life, I would have been in the exact same place that I was right now, except 4 years earlier. Like, I could be 21 and be doing what I'm doing. But instead, I went to fucking college for 4 years and did nothing. Now, the problem with that is that now that they got me doing the training at work now, the only reason that she was able to pull that across the finish line is because I had a bachelor's degree. It literally did not matter what the degree was, just the fact that I had a degree, period, was what, like, convinced the executives to be like, oh, okay, I guess they could do general manager training, sure. So, for the first time, this completely useless degree isn't completely useless. For the first time ever since graduating in 2019. So, while I kind of still wish I didn't waste my money on that, the fact that we haven't had to pay the loans for the last 2 years has kind of, you know, softened that. Just fucking setting money on fire for no reason every month. Did I work in the deli? No, I just was a fucking general person.
Number 23.
Basically, when it was the good grocery store, everyone did a little bit of everything. There was no deli back then. There actually, okay, that's a lie. There was fresh meats, but like, there wasn't like a, you know, like a, oh, we'll slice the meat for you. Oh. I'm serious. I need to seriously get a new voice. I need to get a new voice so badly. No, I did not graduate high school in 2019. I graduated college in 2019. You have work lined up for afterwards. Good. I hope you're not in college. Or if you did go to college, you got a real degree. That's why I say to everyone, if you go to college, do something real. Go with Elmo. No, I can't. I cannot do that. Yes, the Cup Series this year was pure cancer. What are my thoughts on RCR? You mean like all of it? My thoughts on RCR is that Dick Childress is exactly that. And he tries to co-opt other people's legacies. Like, he tried to co-opt Dale's legacy with the 3 car and bring it back just for, like, marketing purposes. Then he tried to co-opt Junior's legacy for no other fucking reason. Just to be like, oh, we got the 8 car back. Oh, damn it, I need a new voice.
Oh, we got the 8 car back. Oh, we got the 8 car back in the Cup Series, guys.
Even though Childress never ran the 8 in any series. Anywhere. He's just decided that he's gonna have that in the Cup Series now for no reason. Curious! No. I think that, well, that was a bit rough. I feel like that should not have gone like it did just there. Anyway. I don't know what kind of voice it was, I'm sorry. I just don't want it to be Bernie. It's literally anything besides fucking... anything besides Bernie. We need to retire the Bernie voice. Okay, not retire, but just not use it all the time. He could have brought back the 29, instead he brought back the 8. Exactly! Like the 29 was actually an RCR legacy number. All of the success of the 29 is pretty much exclusively with Childress, especially in the modern era. That's an actual Childress number. The 8 is not a Childress number. But hey, maybe Bush will make it into one. Ricky Rudd is a +8. I guess I cleanly passed him multiple times in the previous race. That might have something to do with that. Show us your Taco Bell drive-thru skills. What? I've never used the Taco Bell drive-in. I've only ever DoorDashed. That does sound really good, though. I ate way too much today. Actually, I had one meal today, and it was still too much. I weighed myself this morning. I was 150.6. After eating, I was 154.4. Bro, I did not eat 4 pounds worth of shit. It was good. It was delicious, but it was not 4 pounds. Like, fuck off. That's more than, like... I'll eat an entire, like, DiGiorno pizza, right? And I'll still weigh less than that. Like, I did not eat an entire DiGiorno pizza today. You slept too much today. I wish I could say that. There is no such thing as sleeping too much, okay? Okay, here's the first lesson number 1 of being an adult. There is never too much sleep. No, I'm not doing mukbang. I did enough of that in my youth, okay? I did enough of that when I was 16. See, there's another regret. You want to talk about regrets? I fucking regret being just disgustingly fat in high school. Like, there was no excuse. I should not have been disgustingly fat in high school, and yet I was.
42 car is throwing a mark on you.
Is he? Kind of feels like he's trapped behind Rudd too much to do that game.
3 wide.
3 wide with Ashton Lewis. That's a famous last words right there. Your wife was 127, went to the bathroom and was 121. Did she give birth? Good lord. I've had some good shits in my life, but I've never had that much. You have some Thanksgiving leftovers. I got that after eating lunch with my mom. I got that. I got fucking ham and turkey. It looks good. Unfortunately, I've already eaten too much today, so, you know. Not much I can do about that. Least favorite teacher in high school or college. My senior year English teacher was, like a pre-Trump feminist. Where it's like she was insufferable, but like it came from a good place. It came from a good place, and I was very mean. I was very mean to that lady because I watched The Amazing Atheist and Sargon of Akkad, and I was like, third wave feminism is bullshit. Thank you for the 5. We are in fact in the top 5. We're actually in the top 4. But like, she was reasonable. She was like the most reasonable feminist from the 2014 era, and I was very mean. I was harsh but fair. Well, I was harsh but, okay, I was very mean. I was mean but fair, okay. That's the phrase that I'm looking for there. But yeah. But like, that wasn't the reason why she was a bad teacher. The reason she was a bad teacher is because she was assigning us bullshit writing assignments literally every day. Every single week there was like a 3-page essay we had to write about some dumb bullshit. That was stupid. That was stupid. Anyway, we're almost on the same straightaway as the leader, and I don't think the 5 has come up on the screen yet.
Got one outside. Number 01 is gaining on you. Okay, we're clear.
Okay, we're clear. Seventh grade English teacher. Yeah, that's the thing about it is that English was my best subject. I literally got like a 33 out of 30, or like a 33 or a 34 out of 36.
You're gonna give me
Hey, there's the 5.
Top 5, baby.
Only 8 seconds back to the leader. Stay
Ashton Lewis hijacked the 5 notification. I wouldn't put it past him.
clear all around.
Ashton Lewis is a rat bastard. He can't be trusted. We have established this. Oh, Anthony. Oh, Anthony. I know I'm on 30 lap fresher tires, but like, we're making moves. Was I good at history? No, I was kind of mid. I was a bit mid at history until college. Then I was like top of the class once we hit college. But like, I just figured out how you figure out how the professor works and you're good. Like, the thing is that every teacher teaches differently. So the smart thing to do is, even if you get a tough teacher your first semester of college, you should definitely take, if they have the next level of your course, definitely take it with them, because then you know what to expect. Like, I had the harshest comp instructor in like the entire school my first year of college. First semester, and everyone that took her class was like, damn, this bitch insane. And I was like, nah, it's fine. Like, I was getting B's and C's across the board until like the end when I figured out, oh, okay, so I just do this, this, and this, and she really appreciates it. And then suddenly I was getting A's, and then the next semester I took her second level of composition, Comp 2. Everyone else did a different teacher. I did it with the same teacher, and I fucking killed it. I wrote some of the best shit I've ever written in that class. That's where I wrote the Trump essay. That's where I wrote the, I wrote a review of The Devil's Rejects. That was a good semester. My first year of college was actually really fun.
Just 6 seconds separates you.
He's laying low, waiting to replace another driver. Yeah, Ashton's full time with his family team, and yet he still commits murder. On his dad's dime. Just the absolute audacity. Anyone else bank with Wells Fargo? Because I saw someone talking about Burger King, and I'm like, you know, there's these incentives, like $15 cash back incentives that you can activate on Wells Fargo. I have one for Burger King right now, and I'm thinking, should I go there? Should I not go there? I'm trying to cut down on sodium because I've always had high blood pressure. I have a family history of high blood pressure. And I kind of don't want to fucking die as a 30-year-old, so... Yo, what if it's still working on Robin stuff? That's good. I've been waiting. I'm waiting for more Robin videos. Will Harvick let me get 5 points? That's a good question. Oh no, dude, no! Casey, no! Oh. Fucking tragic. That's a lot of blown engines in this race already. It's not even lap 100 and there's 3 guys sitting on pit road. Look at that. Look at that. And here's Jeff Green to block me all the way down the track again. For the 2nd time today. And the Greens are still together. Look at these two. They're inseparable. Inseparable. And I just gained an ally in Jack Sprague. Yes, they are high-key your best words. And I'm still waiting on more of the what if Cup drivers weren't in the Busch series video. Unless you are still uploading those and I'm just not getting notifications, that's very possible. It is very possible that that is the case. And it looks like we might have organic pit stops taking place here. So these guys, it looks like they can't make it 100 laps on fuel. Because even with caution laps included, they got like 80 laps on their fuel. So I say we go another 15 laps and then head down pit road and then try to make it. Try to make it to the end like that. And these guys are gonna fucking break in the middle of the track to pit. Gotta remember that. Hey, Harvick got lapped. Woo! Well now, see, I was closing in on Harvick because I had 20 lap fresher tires than him. Now he's gonna have like 60 lap fresher tires than me. So he is going to drive around me like nothing. So I want to pit as soon as I can. I need to pit as soon as possible. Because like once Harvick gets by me, then we're screwed. Because I don't think we're winning this race unless there's a late caution. Okay, Craven, you are being stupid. How about you go away? Oh, trying to block Harvick so he doesn't get a huge lead. Keep blocking him. Okay. Alright, he's gone. He gone. Gone like a freight train, gone like yesterday. That's a good song. Christian, what are you doing, dude? Driving like a guy who's ran like 6 career cup races up to this point, man. Come on. Come on. Come on! 100 laps. Lap 100. The car's good enough at this point that we shouldn't have to downshift every single lap. But it's still kind of on the not perfect side. See, it's definitely better to downshift if you can. But like, we're really not getting too much out of it. No, I'm not singing Free Ride. I hate that song. Pit road's getting busy. Thoughts on Chad Gray? Who? Should I have knowledge of this character? We're gonna have to be a bit more specific. Gordon still hasn't pit yet. I've gained like 3 seconds on him since the pit cycle started. It was a very disjointed hitting session. Strategies all over the place. Tires. Tires. He doesn't know Chad Gray of Mudvayne. Look, I know a few band people, okay? Fuck off. I'm never gonna know this shit. Yeah, Harvick's back on the lead lap. He's 20 seconds back according to that thing. Let's see how close he is next time by. I can just tell you how many seconds I've been losing per lap. Per lap. He pitted like 10 laps ago. Please don't, Kenny. Okay. And now we hit the line. Park is... What is Park doing? Okay, I only lost like a second. That's not a whole lot. What was that? What did I just witness? Dale Jr. was almost released from DEI in a Sterling's 40 car in 2003. Seriously? Really? Why? I mean, well, yeah, Dale was dead at that point, so like, you know, there's really nothing keeping him there. Okay, we're pitting this time, and we're not speeding, and we're gonna have a good pit stop, and we're not gonna fuck up. Right, pit crew? Right? Yes, the only time that I yelled inside the house was when no one else was there. The crew jumps over the wall for a very slow pit stop because they're terrible at their job. He was tempted to leave DEI. He was tempted. Chip Ganassi like the serpent. The serpent, Chip Ganassi. And we are 7th. That's pretty decent. 7th is good. 7th is pretty good. I mean, the fucking leader is on the other side of the track, looking to lap me. So that's less on the good side, but like, you know, we're fast. I don't think I have a car to win unless we have a late caution, which is possible. It's possible to get a green flag natural caution at this track just because of the way these guys pit. It's possible. And it's happened so many times when I'm playing this, but never during a race when it matters. Just like Warburton at Bristol, it never happens when it needs to happen. It never happens when it would be a good thing if it happens. It only ever happens if it's a bad thing if it happens. So, you know. From one beer car to another. You think he would have brought Budweiser with him too, Chip Ganassi? Or would they have kept the... See, like, the thing is that's probably... See, the reason why Casey did not drive the 33 car at RCR and he went into the 07 is because General Mills was unimpressed about the fact that Casey drove for Kellogg's the previous year. Now, if you ask me, no one would have ever known that. I'm pretty sure, like, General Mills were the only ones to notice the fact that Casey was even in the 5 car in 2008, so. But, like, you know, I bet, like, I'm pretty sure Coors and Budweiser are completely separate entities. So, I'm assuming that they would not have appreciated being alongside each other because Budweiser and Busch are the same, like, Anheuser-Busch or whatever. But, like, Coors is completely separate. Coors is completely separate, so they probably would have been like, no, actually. So, then, you think he maybe would have moved over to the 41? Or yeah, or the 42 even. He would have gone into the Haviline 42. Or maybe he would have gone into the 41. No, it would have been, wait, what year are we talking? Are we talking, would Dale Jr. have gone to the car at the start of the 2003 season or the start of the 2004 season? Because that completely changes this entire conversation. Because if he goes over to that car, then fucking Casey doesn't get rushed to the Cup Series. Sterling gets another year into 40 with Coors Light on him. Dale Jr. gets to drive the Target 41. And Coors Light is not like, he's a former Anheuser-Busch driver, and we are not Anheuser-Busch, gross. And then McMurray could have just gone into the Havoline car. Or McMurray could have gone into the 40 after his win in the fucking, at Charlotte. Could have been in the 40, and that be his brand if Marlon fucks off. And then Dale can go into the 42. You know? Or he could go into the 41 and they don't open the 40. Or like, well, I guess they merged. They merged with Sabco at that point. But like, there was no 42 in 2002, was there? Because like, someone like Sterling or Jimmy Spencer tried to qualify the 42 at Watkins Glen and failed to qualify. I'm pretty sure that's Harvick that's the leader, by the way. Like, up my ass right now. Which is insane, considering the fact that I was about to pass him on the track before that pit cycle, and in literally 10 laps. 10 laps is all that it took for him to gain the entire track on me. Is Reed Sorensen considered a what-if driver or a bust? Reed Sorensen is basically exactly what Casey would have been if he had been allowed to develop in the Busch Series. Like, something that still surprises me to this day is that Casey's never run a truck race. Even when he was bouncing between rides in 2010, he never took a trip down to the Busch Series, or Truck Series even. I think that would have been good for him. I think that would have been really cool. See him in a Braun truck, you know? That would have been fun. But I guess Truck Series doesn't pay the bills. Did Dale Jr. ever run a truck race? I don't know. I doubt it. Maybe once? I don't know. I'm gonna go with probably not. Because even when he ran the 00 truck specifically for Cole Custer, like, he never got into it himself. Harvick did not win in 2009. Bruh. He did fuck all for like 3 years. And Casey was well on his way to being like the second highest driver in RCR points. He spent the vast majority of the season as the second highest driver in RCR points, while Harvick was doing fucking nothing. And Jeff Burton was just existing. Casey was ahead of both of them by a full race at one point. Then they took away his fucking crew chief, gave that crew chief that was giving him good results to Harvick, and then, all of a sudden he's doing terrible. All of a sudden he's just dropped up on the points, and then he ends the season as the lowest ranking RCR driver. Oh wow, what a shocking turn of events. God, I fucking hate Richard Childress so much. And I'm not going to cheer for him. I'm not going to be happy for him when Busch absolutely, runs, wall-to-wall victories over 2023. I'm not gonna be happy about that. I'm gonna be happy for Busch. No one else in that scenario. How come Kenseth drove a Chevy in the Busch Series? Because he had not been signed by Roush yet. And even when he was signed by Roush, like, he was a Robbie Reiser driver before a Roush driver. And then Reiser changed to a Ford, I think, or they just got bought out by Roush and then they became a Ford. But like, prior commitments. Manufacturer loyalty was not really that much of a thing in 2003, actually. It was way less so than it is now, that's for sure. Yeah, that is Harvick. He literally gained the entire track on me in 10 laps. 10 laps after he pit. He has gained the entire track. That is fucking ludicrous. Oh, is that someone else blowing up there? I think that's someone else blowing up there. Oh no, it's just a really white car. Stunningly white. Cool, I just got a lap down. Thanks, Richard. Thanks for all the speed. Am I going Christmas shopping? God, no. My Christmas shopping is done online. Exclusively online. So I do not have top 10 pace in this race. Because all these guys here pit like a good 5 to 10 laps before me and they're just driving around me, so. All of that was just having slightly fresher tires. All that gains just driving down the leader on the track. All of that was just thanks to tire. Well, then again, maybe the car comes back to me on the long run. I do seem to recall that being the case earlier. Every other New Hampshire race, like the car is amazing on the long run. So maybe it'll come back to me. They were horrifically bad in 2009 because they had the asinine idea of going to a 4-car team when they didn't even have Menard's money yet. Like, they were just stretching everything so thin. I don't even remember. They probably had like a good 3 or 4 Busch cars. Wasn't 2009 the year that Townley was racing for them? See, that alone is a bunch of expenses every week. And that's way more money out than money in. Like, it's honestly shocking that Harvick did as good as he did in 2010. Unless they were just tanking the team for him in 2010. Considering how much money they were just throwing down the goddamn drain in 2009. Maybe that was just to see who was good. Maybe 2009 was just a throwaway year. But like Boyer did decent. He wasn't amazing. But he did decent. He was like in the chase all year, right? We all know that there's only ever one driver to RCR, no matter how many cars they have. See? Here we go. I'm coming back on Rusty. He flew around me like nothing earlier. And now we're just casually driving him back down. See, I think the car is going to come back to me on this run. New Hampshire's a fun track when you're not spinning for no fucking reason. All the time. You beg for more BitLife. I was thinking about that yesterday. I was like, damn, it's been a minute since I played BitLife. But like, I'm torn between continuing to Vizzy Sandwiches life or just going into cat and dog life. I want to do cat life first. Is Greg Biffle a Hall of Famer? Well, he's a truck champion and a Busch champion. And he's got like 20 cup wins. Like, I'd say probably 10 years from now, there's a good chance that he's going to end up in the Hall of Fame. What I want most of all is just Biffle to have another, like, running trucks. I want Biffle to pull a Hornaday and win 6 truck championships for no reason. At age 50, you know? Like, they just fucking threw him in the car at Texas. Threw him in the truck, my bad. My fucking bad. Threw him in the truck at Texas, left him out on old tires, and he fucking just sat in the lean and won. And then he was never heard from again. He did one race. And then suddenly the best that he could get is the fucking money team. Like, or not even the money team, it was fucking New NY Racing Team. I don't even know if it stands for New York. All they do is have colleges for sponsors. And look at how far that got them. They made like 4 races. Dude. He was the first to win both titles, really. Oh, that's not really surprising, actually. Because he was one of the first to ever do the ladder. Because not even Kurt did the ladder. Kurt skipped the Busch Series. Ironically. Kurt skipped the Busch Series, ironically, and he moved straight up to the Cup Series. While Biffle did, like, the first ever actual, like, truck Busch Cup ladder. Unless I'm missing something and someone else did a ladder before then. First Daytona 500 I remember watching. 2005 would be my guess. All I know is that they were racing Daytona once and like it was storming. That must have been the July Daytona race. Like it was storming and the fucking satellite got cut out like in the middle of it. I'm like, what? What? What if Alan Kowicki and Davey Allison didn't pass away? I did a Davey Allison video. It's okay. It's better than some of my videos. It's probably the best What If video. Because it was like the most recent What If video. Like I stopped doing those fucking 5 years ago. Casey Mears finished every race in 2009 because he's a fucking god.
Be careful. You're using up those tires.
Reliability wasn't much of a problem back then though, was there? Like 2000, like the COT was amazingly reliable for a brand new car. But like even then, like it was just 2 years old at that point. 2 full seasons. Like a season and a half before 2009. And like there were still barely any actual mechanical DNFs besides like, you know, poor teams. The rich teams were able to like make reliability a non-factor. Just had a lot of wrecks. A lot of wrecks. But a lot of saves too. The COT is underrated. Okay, I don't fucking care, dude. The COT was great. Okay, it produced some of the best racing of my lifetime. And the only time that like present day is ever compared to it would be 2016.
Number 31 is still there.
And that's about it. And like maybe 5 races from 2018. But beyond that, that's it. 2011 was amazing. Forget the championship battle. 2011 was amazing. 2012 was good. Not as good as 2011, but it was good. And then suddenly 2013 comes around and everything is terrible. Just horrible.
The 22 car. It's up high.
And like 2014 had a good race here and there, but like it's not the fucking like, oh my god, the greatest thing that I've ever seen in my life, the best race that's ever. Oh, the clip of Chicagoland where Keselowski is racing for the lead. Oh, man. Yeah, there's a reason why that's the only clip from 2014 anyone ever shares. Because it's like the only interesting thing that happened besides the Charlotte race. Or Texas, whichever fucking one it was.
Number 42 is going for the block.
Yeah, I'm sorry. More Bernie. I'm just instinct. It's instinct. It's instinct to do the Bernie voice. It's always the first one on my mind. I'm sorry. Michael McDowell taught us how to crash the COT car. Yeah. And imagine that crash in the fucking next gen.
Hold your line. He's still there. Careful. Keep an eye on your mirror. He's not too
How many fucking driver injuries did we have? How many? How many driver injuries did we have this year? Like imagine telling someone at the start of the season, at the Daytona 500, that the 23 XI lineup for what race was it? Homestead, I think? The 23 XI lineup for Homestead was Ty Gibbs in the 23 and John Hunter Nemechek in the 45. Tell someone at the Daytona 500 that that's what happened. Like, the car laid waste to the series. And NASCAR has no one to blame but themselves. Really, I hope that there's litigation. I hope that there's like a lawsuit. Like someone like within the next 10 years like moves forward with like some sort of fucking legal response to the fact that so many careers were just irreversibly damaged and ended because this terrible car that needed another year of development minimum got thrown onto the track. And like, sure, I'm sure like the drivers signed like liability waivers or some shit, and it's like, oh, you can't do that, you can't sue, you can't sue, you can't sue, I'm sorry, you can't sue, you can't sue because you signed away your rights, bitch. But like, still, Class action lawsuit. Damn right. Someone get Rudy on it. Oh my goodness. This is a video game. Lap 145. We're almost halfway. And we've only been recording for about an hour and a half. Damn. This is such a short race.
Number 30, it's up high.
Yeah, there weren't many good races with the COT from like 2007 to 2008, and even 2009 was a bit of a drag. With 2010, couple good races. Then 2011, like once they took off the actual once they took off the wing, the quality of the racing got better. Like, forget the safety aspect. The quality of the racing itself got better. It's like, what?
All clear, buddy.
But like, once they got rid of the stupid, like, spindly-ass splitter and they actually made it like a, molded form, and it flowed with the actual car and it wasn't just fucking there for the sake of being there. Like, the cars drove so well. And like, you could fucking battle for position and shit. Like, there's not enough COT racing clips. Like, there was one that, I don't know who fucking tweeted it, but like, there was like just a regular, like just like a fucking restart at like Kansas, of all places. You know? And it was great.
Number 22 is
You don't go to Kansas expecting a good race anymore. But like, this just fucking little run after a restart on lap 100 was like so fucking good. At Kansas, dude.
Hold your line. You're still there. Keep digging.
If I was running for president, what would be my slogan? Fuck it. Fuck it would be my slogan. My neck hurts. I got another half of this race to go and my neck hurts. And if the caution comes out right now, I'm gonna be trapped a lap down. And there's nothing I can do about that. Let's run! Oh, the speed. The fucking pace. This car is fast.
You're still there. Still there.
I know, like, I don't know what, like, the physics behind the COT wing being taken off and replaced with the spoiler. I don't know what the physics are. Maybe there probably is less. It probably has less to do with the spoiler than
The 2 car wants to get by you.
just the formed splitter. Just the adjustments that they made to the splitter so it was form fitting instead of just tacked on. That probably made the most difference on the racing product for the COT. And like, it was a symmetrical car too. It didn't have like the incredible side force of the, you know, the 2016 cars, right? 2016, 2017 cars. Where like the right side was just fucking flat. Just a fucking, like, perfect plane. No peaks or naders. Look at me using my fucking 9th grade English vocab words on the stream. Please downshift. Jimmy Johnson winning 5 straight chases was probably the worst thing that could have happened in NASCAR. It's up there. It's one of the biggest problems that it had, like trying to market the most exciting championship fight that you'll ever see. And like 2004 was a great chase. 2005, I don't even remember. 2006, the actual championship would have been closer had it been the full season as opposed to the chase. And then it fucking... And then no one else ever won a championship again. Terrible. Just terrible. No, Harvick's he's just right there, dude. I need to get around him because if they start pitting and they start, because like that's when the natural cautions can happen. I haven't seen a natural caution outside of the pit cycle. And like we need that pit cycle to start. Dale Earnhardt becoming an icon was the worst thing to happen to NASCAR. Yes. Actually, yes. I wouldn't say a definitive yes on that one, but like out of everything that hindered NASCAR, that was the biggest thing. Like, he was like fucking, I don't wanna make an allusion to like LeBron James, but he was like a less insane, what's his fucking name? I forgot his name. Antonio Bell? Or whatever his fucking name is. The dude that, like, was doing all sorts of drama in the NFL. Like, the only source of drama in the NFL. That dude. The guy who, like, walked from the Steelers, but, like, still was contracted to them the next day. And it's like, oh, what? Antonio Brown, sorry. Brown, yes, Antonio Brown. I knew it was AB. I didn't know what the B was, though. Yes. Dale was like the Antonio Brown of NASCAR.
The 16 car is going high. Got one outside.
Just like insanely talented, one of the best, but like a total fucking diva, and like started shit for literally no reason. You know? That's a perfect descriptor for Dale. Days of our Steelers, that's right. I remember that. I'm still mad they didn't let me go on the weekly podcast when Urinating Tree was on it. I wish I was on there for Emperor Lemon and Urinating Tree. If I had been on there, those would have been the two best streams for the weekly podcast. If I had been on those streams. But no, oh no. No, I'm not gonna get to go on those. Yes, I know I got to be on when Austin Terry was on, okay? I know. We didn't really learn much from that, though. Like, sure, it was cool to be able to talk to him, right? Sure, that's nice. But, like, the cultural significance of Emperor Lemon and, like, just the, you know, I feel like I understand, like, sports other than NASCAR better than probably all four of the podcast guys. Like, I've been watching sports, like, intently my whole life, and I've been playing sports games my entire life, so I understand the ins and outs and, like, the, you know, the aesthetics of all that. And, like, I would have been able to have a great conversation, I think, with Urinating Tree. And I think, and fucking my experience on YouTube pre-2010, just in the golden era of YouTube, watching and making YouTube poops and being in the center of the cultural war of present day, me and fucking Emperor Lemon would have gotten on. But, well, can't do anything about that now. Can't do anything about that now. God, fuck, dude. But I guess I kind of bit myself. I didn't ask to go on those podcasts. I was just like, hey, I'm available. I didn't specifically say, hey, can I be on this podcast and this podcast? I was just like, hey, I can be on this. I'm available on most Wednesdays, you know. Is Emp Lemon controversial? I think Emp Lemon is like the least controversial person involved in the culture war. He's like he's just like the normie, right? He is the normie take on cultural war stuff, which is not a bad thing. Like, he knows his shit, but like it's presented in a very normie fashion. But that's how you get big on the internet. You have to appeal to the fucking lowest common denominator. So I don't knock him for it. Like, I could do what he's doing. I could absolutely do what he's doing. But, like, I would much rather be a lot more niche. I would much rather discuss specifics like disillusioned liberals that fucking voted for Trump and will probably vote for Trump again this time. I'm coming for your ass, Harvick. You can't run forever. You wish that AVGN would do a review on Days of Thunder for NES. I did not know that exists. That sounds amazing. That sounds terrible. I want to play it now. I bought the Fast and Furious PS3 game from the game store a couple of days ago. I'm trying to fit it into the schedule. I don't know if I want to just do a one-off or if I want to play the whole thing. But, like, I've got an opening. There's definitely an opening for another playthrough on the channel right now, because Spider-Man 2 is only 2 parts right now. You will find out why in the next episode. You will find the reason for that very soon.
Denying car. Up high.
See, yeah, you're right. NASCAR got a, they got a, like, the spotlight of a lifetime. They got a once-in-a-lifetime personality with all-star level talent, and he died tragically in the biggest event of the season. And then his son went on to go back to the exact same track later on that year and win the race. Like, I'm telling you, NASCAR ended on the 2001 Coke 400, or whatever they call it, Pepsi 400 back then. The 2001 Pepsi 400 is the day NASCAR ended. Like, until they get another, like, until, like Kyle Busch, everyone compares Dale to Kyle Busch, which I think is stupid, because I think Kyle Busch is way better of a driver than Dale ever was, and has way more of, like, a tragic, like, maybe not a tragic, but, like, a, you know, Kurt Busch. If Kurt Busch could have had, like, the number of wins that Kyle has, like, that's the fucking hero's journey that, like, people will care about. You have to make a narrative out of stuff. You're not gonna get people to notice your shit by just saying, oh, you can't say something's gonna be exciting. This is the fundamental problem that NASCAR has. Every single year they say that the chase, oh, it's exciting, oh, a bunch of stuff's gonna happen, you don't wanna miss it, it's exciting, But they can say all that they want. They can say that all that they want, but we all know that nothing is gonna be different. It's just gonna be another fucking race. Because, you know, virtually nothing that happens in these races in the chase matter. Only like once or twice does a win actually make a difference in who moves on to the Final Four. And even then, that's just one race. That's just one race, and you're not going to know what happens until it happens. No, what they need most in NASCAR is narratives. There are no narratives in NASCAR right now.
You still there?
Like, the fucking stupid-ass Ross Chastain riding the wall moment. That's like the most exposure NASCAR has gotten in the past 20 years. Easily. Easily the most exposure that they've gotten. But can they go anywhere with that? Did anyone turn up to watch the next race because of it? There was like maybe like a small like 10,000 viewer bump in the ratings. That's it. That's all that they got. The finale was up like 0.1 compared to last year. After a meteoric amount of press from the Chastain moment. It was actually a 10,000 viewer decrease. That's fucking hilarious. Okay, now that's just funny. Okay, see, I'm even wrong. Even I gave them way too much credit for that one. But like, there's no narrative there.
Okay, we're clear.
Sure, it was cool that
No one outside.
Chastain rolled the wall and that's what he needed to get to the next race. Cool. But who cares beyond that? That's where that story ends. Like, unless he wins the championship in the next race, which I don't think anyone expected. I know I didn't. Then that's where that narrative ends. But even still, even if he does win the championship, that's where the narrative ends. Like, you can't wall ride at every single track. But the thing about Dale is that, oh, he's fucking amazing. What's he gonna say this week? What's he gonna do this week? Who's he gonna wreck this time? And then, like, his fucking Daytona 500 journey. Like, 20 years of trying. There was every single year, tune in. Can Dale win it this year? Oh, no, he didn't do it. I guess you're going to have to tune in next year. Oh, it's Daytona 500 time. Is Dale going to be able to win it this year? Like, I think that's the biggest problem that NASCAR had, is that Dale Jr. won the Daytona 500 way too early. I think that's what it is. I think that's a big reason. Because, like, NASCAR's popularity was still riding a wave after 2001, after the 2001 Pepsi 400. It was tapering a little bit, but it didn't start diving until after the first chase. After 2004, the year that Dale Jr. won the Daytona 500. I think there's a lot more there. I think there is a lot more there than, like, most people are giving credit to. Like, I think Dale Jr. winning the Daytona 500 that early might have done something. Oh god, I almost died just now. Were there any positive NASCAR moments that transcended beyond motorsports besides Chastain wall riding? Nothing this year. I can't think of anything this year. See, let's just take a random example. Eric Jones winning at Darlington. I was super happy about that. I love Eric Jones. He should be at Hendrick right now. And he proved that he is an amazing driver by winning that race. Okay? That's really cool. Then, as for the broader narrative of NASCAR, that's the 43 car winning. Oh my goodness. The winning most number or something, almost. I think the 11's actually got more wins. But like the second winning most number. The 200th win for the number 43. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Yay. Woo, I guess. And that's really nice. But that doesn't extend anywhere beyond NASCAR. That doesn't extend anywhere else. Like, that's a great moment. That's one of the best moments of the entire season, is Eric Jones winning that race. But it's all in a closed system, you know? That's all contained within the zeitgeist, within, like, the cultural sphere of NASCAR. There's nothing that, you know, no one's going to look at that and be like, oh, wow, that's amazing. No casual fan is going to look at that and be like, oh, wow, some dude that has a really generic name won something. Oh, my goodness. That's why the fucking wall ride was so... It was such a huge moment. But I think the reason why it doesn't appeal to the casual fan is because, yes, that was an incredible racing moment. Everyone involved in racing, you know, F1 drivers, IndyCar drivers, you know, WeatherTech endurance racers, they all were, like, commenting on it, you know, because it was an amazing moment for racing. But you see, the problem with that is that if you're expecting to gain viewers from that moment, you're probably only going to gain racing viewers. Because only racing people that understand racing as a concept, and car racing in general, are going to appreciate that. And sure, it has kind of the casual appeal of like a TikTok short, you know, like most people driving through a corner and it shows like this entire stream and me just going like, oh, doop-da-doop-da-doo. Gonna slow down the car, gonna turn, gonna hit the apex, and gonna drive off. Oh my goodness. And then then the robot lady voice goes, how Ross Chastain drive through corner, and then he just fucking flies. And he's like, that's, you know, it's nice for a TikTok short. But like, that's not mass appeal. Okay? It's not mass appeal. You have to think like this. You have to, oh my god. You have to consider this. Okay? And that's the reason why I think NASCAR just needs to stop trying to appeal to the generic fucking casual person. If they would focus on racing, they would do so much better. If they would focus on creating a legitimate racing product, people in racing would appreciate it. But you see, the thing is that it's not fucking racing. It's pure entertainment that means fucking nothing and never will again. Until they fucking get rid of this horrendous championship format that means nothing. At a track where you can have a fucking 2-lap to go restart because some fucking nobody wrecks by himself on the backstretch with 2 to go and costs the fucking deserving champion the championship because the track is designed like shit and they had a fucking restart for no reason with 2 fucking laps to go. Until they do that, who cares? Anyway, it's lap 184. It took Bubba 2 years to retaliate on Larson after the iRacing incident. Nice. He was waiting in the wings. He had it all planned out. All planned out. From the moment it happened. Anyway. Anything else that people want to talk about? Politics is so temporarily rewarding. Well, that's true. That's true. And I think they did get a viewership boost from the Black Lives Matter car. I'm pretty sure there was a viewership increase from that. Have I ever listened to Radiohead? Absolutely. Radiohead is low-key good. See, it's not for everyone. Like, their music is not for everyone. Like, their newest album... Wait, did they release something new since 2016? Because that new one is it's good shit. But like you have to have like an appreciation for that kind of music to like, you know, listen to. I can't believe I haven't passed Harvick yet, by the way. Like I've just been riding his ass for how long? And he's just not making any mistakes. He doesn't care, dude. He doesn't care. He's just so good. And we've got pitters already, dude. Oh my god. Oh, Harvick just moved to her Gordon. Look at that. Oh, damn. Damn, did you see that? He absolutely moved Gordon just now. Nice. I can appreciate that. Okay, I kind of hate Harvick a little bit less now. And I just gave him this. I just gave him the spot from Ward. Fuck. Downshift. I'm coming back. You can't run forever, Harvick. People who annoy you. Please stop forgetting Let's Go Brandon. Well, how can you forget it? I mean, I'm just ingrained in the culture war, so like it's just white noise to me at this point. I'm gonna pit with Harvick. Actually, I'm not gonna pit with Harvick because I can make it to the end of this race on fuel, but these guys can't. I've kind of just noticed this. Well, actually, hang on. Okay, so we went down pit road on lap 105, and it's lap 190 now. I could easily go another 10 laps. I could easily go another 15 laps. Turn the car, please. Okay. Why am I in such a good mood? I ask myself that a lot. It's just completely inexplicable. I almost died. I don't know if you saw that, but I almost died just now. I really want to pit and keep up with Harvick, but then again, the caution. We're waiting on a caution to potentially come out. We want to stay out on this track as long as possible.
Number 25 is still there. Okay, we're clear.
Yeah, there's Harvick. He gained the entire track on me, didn't he? Yeah, he gained the entire track on me last pit cycle. Let's see what happens on this one. I have even worse tires this time. I had like an extra 20 laps on those tires on that first run. So I'm probably going to end up 2 laps down at this point. But like I can make it to the end of the race on fuel. I guess the question comes down, like these guys, they're probably going to pit on like lap 50. Would be my guess. They're probably not going to wait until the very end to pit. Like I would. The question comes down is like, are they going to be able to catch me after they pit? This is going to be a very interesting race. I might win this. Oh my god, the caution almost happened. Did you see that? The caution almost happened. Damn, dude, that would have been big. Actually, I would have run out of gas. Well, they would have run out of gas too, wouldn't they? Left rear's getting warm. Please turn car. Thank you. Do 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 do. I'm not gonna answer that question. I don't want to give Twitter any more ammunition.
3.5 seconds behind the leader.
See, the statement Black Lives Matter is a fact. However, the organization Black Lives Matter is a like communist, literally communist. Like slush fund kind of thing. It's a pyramid scheme. It's total fraud. Like the fucking like leaders of the thing like bought a bunch of mansions and like none of the money went to helping like distressed communities. It's like what? Twitter's not real. I'm aware. Ow, Ward. Why? That's not my fault. That was a 6. That was a 30. That was a fucking 30. Ward ran into me and gave me a 30. Why? Game. I hate you. Yes, I'm aware Twitter isn't real. Which is why I've stopped looking at notifications. I literally, you see, like, I've been posting a bunch of shit on Twitter lately because, like, I've stopped caring. Like, nothing that happens on that platform matters. It's funny. But then again, it did end Corbin's career for no reason, so, you know, you can never be too sure. Turn the car, please. Number 8. Burger King foot lettuce.
Alright, now get hungry. We need to eat up this 10-second gap to the leader.
See, I'm already 10 seconds back. That's how long that took to register in my head. Like, oh shit. Harvick's put 10 seconds on me in like 4 laps. How? Why? What? Stop hitting directly in front of me.
Still beside you.
I need Facebook to lift because I go on Facebook Marketplace all the time.
Hold that line.
There's another Ford Tempo on there, and I'm like, look at that.
Be careful. You're using up
Be
those-
careful, you're using up my patience.
Easy on the bumping, buddy.
Would you shut up already? Damn, that's the first time. It took 200 laps for me to say shut up, crew chief. Damn.
Drop back to forward. 38 car is outside. You're clear.
I think we're getting close to fuel tank. Yeah, fuel tank almost empty right there. I'm gonna have to go another 2 laps on this fuel. But I can make it. I'm gonna pit next time by, and I should be able to make it to the end of the race. Turn! Okay.
Still beside you. All clear, buddy.
And we're pitting for the last time in this race.
Number 20.
Sorry. How do you get canceled? By speaking facts. Just tell people the truth, then you'll get canceled. Ask me about FBI police statistics. Oh. Come on, guys. Hey, that was a decent pit stop. Hell yeah. How many laps down am I now? Okay, we're 6th. That's not terrible. Harvick is right behind me. Something tells me I'm 2 laps down. Hi, Harvick. Hello. Oh, how we really need to stop meeting like this, Harvick. I'm getting really sick of being behind you. Just in the shadow of this 29 car.
42 car is trying them all.
Yeah, I legit just lost another lap just because I pit 10 laps after Harvick.
Far high.
That's wild. That's fucking wild.
Okay, we're clear.
And like, there's just nothing I can do about it. I just have to hope for the caution to come out while the pit cycle's happening and I haven't pit yet. So that's all I can do at that point. Because like, he's still faster than me. And like, he's still faster than me despite me taking, you know, 15 lap newer tires to him here. He's still faster than me.
Still there. Make it easy. Number 2 is still there.
But suddenly, Rusty is not for position.
The 2 car is looking high.
Suddenly, Rusty Wallace is not for position. Last time, on the start of the last run, Rusty was for position. Now I'm a full lap ahead of him. This is fucking wild, dude. This track is weird. So now the problem is that now I'm 2 laps down. Even if Harvick pits,
He's still there.
I'm probably not going to pass him. Thoughts on Red Dead Redemption? That was one of my favorite games, but like, it was the first M-rated game that my parents actually let me buy.
The 2 car
And I just got rid of it because I haven't played it in 2 years. So I was just like, probably not going to play it again anyway. Like, online is dead at this point. Not like I enjoyed online. I hate online games. But yeah, I got rid of Red Dead Redemption. I guess I'll share some draft just to save fuel, because apparently that's a thing. I'm still not sure if that's even true, but people keep saying it, so I guess I'll keep trying it. There's Jeff Burton in his fancy alternate scheme. Look at that. Look at that. See, like, when I made that tweet about Reddick wrecking like a dumb fucking homestand, I lost like 200 followers on Twitter. And I'm like, damn, y'all saw. I've lost like 200 followers since that tweet. It's like, what the fuck ever, dude. If you think that's bad, you legitimately have never watched any of my videos. If you think that's something like reprehensible to say, dude, like, fuck. But it is kind of striking. It's like, damn, dude. Damn, dude, this is really that fickle. Fame is this fickle. Unbelievable. Yes, cognitive dissonance detector, yeah. Hell yeah, dude. I love it. See, like, the funniest thing to me is that the crazed leftists are the one that tried to cancel Corbyn. Well, like, the crazed leftists are the ones who are okay. Who are the most mad about, you know, Twitter being taken over. And, like, the only demonstrable difference is that Twitter is removing child porn. That's it. That's, like, the only thing they've done. They've brought Trump back, and they've started taking down child porn. That's the two changes that Twitter have made since Musk took over. And the crazed leftists are just fucking melting down on a daily basis, on an hourly basis, on a minutely basis. And yet they're the ones that were so fucking pissed at Corbyn for doing nothing. So pissed at Corbyn for not doing anything. For not doing anything in someone's direct messages. It's funny. Anyway, I just hit the wall reading the chat and gained damage from it. What if Truex felt 100% of the impact of Cody? He probably did. He took a car to the ass. He took a car directly to the ass. Like, I'm pretty sure that was a harder wreck than what fucking happened at Homestead. Yeah, the car is going to be killed after that. Yeah, we're going to lose 5 miles an hour because of that fucking tap. Probably will too, knowing this game. See, yeah, and Truex got hit in the rear. If that was in the next-gen car, he probably fucking would have died. Yeah, they forced Timmy Hill, who was driving on a team with literally no funding, to not be allowed to use his sponsor that he went out and got himself, and NASCAR did not fucking bring in for him. They forced him to not be able to have that, but then suddenly, oh, Richard Childress wants to have a weed sponsor. Oh, that's fine. Oh, why would you ever? Well, who would ever object to that? Oh. I fucking hate Richard Childress. I already said that in the stream. I am still losing time to Harvick. I don't think I'm winning this race. We went from maybe winning this race to definitely not winning this race in a surprisingly short amount of time. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that I lost an entire fucking lap while pit stops were happening. If I had to leave the Dakotas, which state would I go to? Somewhere warm. Somewhere where it doesn't do this shit for half the fucking year. I'm telling you, dude, last week it was literally like -19 out. And I'm like, motherfucker, it's the thick of February in the middle of November. We've still got another 4 months of this. God, I fucking hate it. Move to Alaska. It's probably warmer there most of the year than it is here. Like, Kodiak is, like, actually really good, of what I've heard. Any funny moments from when you were on a road trip? You think I drive places? I work for a living. The only funny things that have happened on road trips were fucking, during, like, band trips. And I don't know if I can legally disclose half that stuff. You should have to sign an NDA whenever you get on a band bus.
Be careful.
Shut up, crew chief. Move to Bikini Bottom. There's an idea. I'm sure it's warm down there. They didn't really specify where it's at in the ocean. Who knows? Maybe it's in the fucking Arctic Ocean. Wouldn't that be hilarious? No, there's multiple episodes of SpongeBob where it snows. So no, I'm not moving there. Can I make a what if SpongeBob was a NASCAR driver? That might make a good April Fool's video. I don't know any further context I would need for that one, but like... Brett Bodine. 2 career wins, Brett Bodine. Has not retired yet, Brett Bodine.
He's coming left.
Ow.
Take care of that car.
Eat my ass, Jared. You fucking run into me and get mad at me about it.
You're clear. C88 car, up high.
How can anyone take Thrillville seriously? I mean, I had no idea how people were going to take that playthrough.
All clear, buddy.
I think it's a good game. Alright. I'm just going to come out and say it. I think Thrillville is just phenomenal. It's so good. It's because it's bad. It's bad. But, like, it's fun. If Todd is the onion, what is Brett? Brett, the green pepper. Todd is the onion, Brett is the green pepper, Jeff... What's Jeffrey Bodine? He's a A carrot.
Beside you. Number 11. It's got a run on you. Clear all around.
He's a carrot. I'm bored. This race is too long. This is one of the shortest races of the season. I'm sitting here like, fuck you, this is boring. I'm tired. I mean, I'm mostly tired. And we've talked a lot. Like, this is probably the most I've talked in a stream in a long time. And I already recorded earlier today, so I talked for 2 hours during that. It's like, fuck. And I'm doing this on all, like, tiredness. I'm just tired this whole time, too. To top it all off. Oh, Nima, check! Nima, check yourself before you Nima wreck yourself.
Number 16 is outside. All clear, buddy. Number 25 is coming right.
You think Bubba's the second worst driver in NASCAR right now and needs some mental help? Well, maybe, but it's a distant second.
Clear all around.
And I mean a distant second. God damn, dude. We really have 70 laps to go. Woo! Okay. Oh, Waltrip doesn't like me. Imagine that. No one in this game likes me, besides Brett Bodine. And Jack Sprague today. Just today, though. Oh, by the way, the album's done. I haven't mentioned that yet. The album is done, but it's not coming out for a long time. For a long time. You better get hyped, though. Because it's some good shit.
Hold it steady. 3 wide. The 23 cars all over your back bumper. Clear on both sides. Got one down
You're
low.
sucking in turn 1. Why? Car. All race long, it takes turn 1 just fine. When's the next commercial? Good question. I don't have any ideas for commercials right now, actually. Just the old Ortega Taco Soft one.
The 15 car. It's up high. Clear on both sides.
That's the only idea that I've had, like, ever. And that's a fucking 6-year-old idea at this point. Oh, my fucking butt hurts from sitting on this chair. I need a better chair. That's like number 1 on my priorities list right now. Like, I just need to get a better chair than this fucking thing. What year Charger? 2014. Jerry Nadeau. He actually likes me. That's surprising. Would I attend a World Cup game if it was in North Dakota?
Number 17.
Knowing how it goes, it would be on the other side of the state, so, you know, that's still a fucking 3-hour drive.
You're clear.
Turn the car. I don't think Kenseth was precision, but he sure did drive past me like nothing.
Got one outside.
How are these guys so fast right now? Harvick's down the road.
Still there.
Harvick's down the fucking road at this point.
The 99
He's still 2 laps ahead of me. Your right front tire's wearing down. Alright, if you say so, crew chief. You had a 14 as well. See, what I was surprised by is that there's no backup camera. I thought they were standard by 2014, but no. No, they're in the backup camera. It's like, oh, alright. Not that I need a backup camera. I pride myself on my ability to drive backwards. I do. I do. It hasn't been the same since I got a new car, though, the first time. When I got the Fusion, it was never the same. It's like, oh my god, my depth perception is completely off at this point. Like, my depth perception was completely fucked. Like, I knew every square inch of my fucking Corolla, dude. Like, I could squeeze into perfect parking spots, and I could, like, back into perfect parking spots. But, like, you know, I don't know. I just couldn't do that with the Fusion, and I'm still kind of scared to do it with the Charger. Someone is yelling outside, and it's really annoying. Sounds like someone's getting fucking stabbed in the hallway. It's like, oh, okay. People are trying to sleep, you know. Can y'all like go stab each other in the parking lot instead of the hallway? You had to install your own backup camera. Huh. I'm not gonna do that. Fuck, dude. Stop. Okay. Yeah, so for literally no reason, I just got 230s against fucking Jeff Burton. And now he's a 54. And now the crew chief will not shut up about him for the rest of the race. Fun.
You're clear. Number 99, top 5.
I hate this fucking game so much.
All clear, buddy.
What?
99 car is going to make it hard for you to get around.
Yeah, with an 8-foot bed. There you go. That's a difference. That car was fucking tiny. Will I create an OnlyFans? I mean, I can. I could. Perhaps. You'll never forget my rage at Charlotte in that 2020 stream. Which race was that? 2020 Charlotte.
Number 99 is putting
What?
a lock on you.
I don't even remember. 2020 was a blur. Who fucking cares about that year? Should just strike it from the record. The Coke 600. I streamed that? Are you sure? I don't remember streaming that. Wasn't that the race Kozlowski won?
The 99 car isn't going to let you.
I don't care about the 99 car. How's my neighbors? I don't know any of them. I live in an apartment. I only know that there's a lady that lives to the left. Because when the fire alarm went off that day, she was looking out her head like, what the fuck's going on? And I was coming up the stairs because I went downstairs because I thought it was an actual fucking fire alarm.
Number 99.
And I was like, it's just a test. And it's like, oh, they didn't tell us anything. It's like, yeah, I know, they didn't, did they? Yeah, they didn't say a fucking thing about that. They didn't warn us. But like the fucking fire alarm, it's so loud in my bedroom. Like it's piercing. It was fucking, I thought. And then I was in my bedroom, so I was fucking sleeping. So I have to fucking put my fucking clothes on, and it's November, so it's fucking, negative 20 degrees out. So I'm like, alright, I gotta fucking put on my fucking pants, gotta put on a shirt, gotta put on a coat, gotta put on a bigger coat, gotta put on shoes. And then go on downstairs. Like, by then, it was already like 2 minutes into the fucking fire alarm being on. And I'm like, dude, if there was an actual fire, I'd probably be dead at this point. Like... You'd rather have the fire alarm be loud than be dead. Well, you see, the thing is that these fucking piece of shit fire alarms in this room, in this apartment, they're all pieces of shit. Like, I put a new battery in them and they still fucking beep every 45 fucking seconds. Like, shut the fuck up, bitch. I disconnected the stupid sons of bitches. I did. I didn't even know you could. Drive-by frostbite or burn to death. See, that's the problem, is that the last time that the fire alarm went off, like, it was an actual real fire alarm, it wasn't a test. So, like, that day, I put on my light jacket and just threw, I didn't even put on jeans, I just had my fucking, pajama pants on, right? So I just had a light jacket and those pajama pants on. And I ran out, and we ran outside, and then it took like 20 minutes for the fucking fire department to even get there before they could even assess what was going on. And then on a further 10 minutes, so I just stood outside for a fucking half hour in light clothing, and I was fucking freezing my ass off. Stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. I just lost another spot. We were closing in on Newman. Where'd he go? Weren't we just closing in on Newman and now I'm losing another spot? Bruh. This car cannot be this bad right now. At least I'm not in Detroit. Hey, that's a good one. That's a good throwback.
Halfway on fuel.
I do not. Okay. So you had me. The tech from heaven has a great idea in the chat right now, and it's a good idea. And I was like, I was listening. I'm like, I was like the Vince McMahon meme. Like every single word I read, I'm like, yes, yes. And then you said TikTok at the end. I'm like, oh, no. There was when Little Caesars was doing like its next, like it was like searching for talent for their commercials. They said make a Batman-inspired Little Caesars commercial, but post it on TikTok, and I was like, motherfucker, you want me, you're going to tell me that I have the opportunity to make a primetime Little Caesars commercial that's Batman themed, and Little Caesars is going to watch it and be like, oh, maybe you're going to win like a Batman related prize. You're telling me that my fucking dream come true is happening. The dream contest. The holy grail online contest that I've been searching for since the minute I've owned a video camera. You're telling me that this is going to not only exist, but exist during a time when I could actually like take some time out of my day. I'm not in college, I'm not in high school, I don't have to wait for everyone else to be away to do recording. All of this is going to be the case. And it's fucking TikTok exclusive. Fuck off. Fuck off. I have never felt that level of betrayal. I will never fucking download TikTok. Never. Oh my god. That was the dream. The dream opportunity. Do you have any idea how fun it was to do the Batman related segments on this channel? Just imagine doing that. Specifically for a Little Caesars commercial. Yes, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, they all exploit their users. I agree. However, the problem with your assessment is that the US government does it, not China. Alright? China does fucking TikTok. If the government is gonna be taking my shit, it may as well be my own government. Anyway, caution's out. So the fuel mileage thing, that was really building up to be a possibility of me winning this race. Yeah, that's not happening anymore. John Cena. That's a good one. God fucking damn it, this was setting up to be such a good finish. I wasn't going to win, but I was maybe going to be able to have a shot at winning. And of course, Harvick's pitting. Oh, of course he's pitting. Yeah, he needs fresh tires. Hey, that was a good pit stop. Woo! Alright, I'm 11th. Yippee-ki-yay. Alright, so the worst I can finish is 11th. So that's cool. But the best I can finish is probably like 6th. So, you know. I'm pretty sure probably Harvick's the only car on the lead lap, probably. He's gonna be the only car on the lead lap after this race is over. Oh my goodness, dude. What is happening? No. Harvick's behind people. But that just means that the people ahead of him didn't pit. Which is a bad thing, because that means he's probably the only one who can make it on fuel. The leader's all the way over there. Is Bobby Labonte the leader, dude? I think Labonte might be leader. Sick. That would be really cool if true. But he's also on 50 lap older tires than Harvick, so I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. No, it's Stewart that's the leader. Well, maybe Stewart's on fresh tires. I didn't see him pitting. But maybe he's on fresher tires. I don't know, maybe. It's possible. I can't do a John Fetterman voice. My zombie is off. I haven't done a zombie in a while. Gain another spot. Okay, Labonte is not on the lead lap. Gordon, of course, is a lap ahead of me, so I can't pass his bitch ass. It looks like all I can do at this point is watch as Dale Jr. wins another race. TikTok is meaningless. I could maybe catch Newman and get 5th, but that's about all she wrote there. I don't think I was going to win this race, but it would have been a way more entertaining finish if we actually had the fuel mileage aspect. So thanks to whoever the fuck fucking sat in front of me and killed me. There's that caution. Anyway, so now we're definitely not going to have another, we're not going to make it to the end of the race, 300 laps. This race is going to end on lap 298. Bill must have taken tires, because here he comes. I don't know what lap he's on. It's not mine. He's coming. His red hot rocket behind me here. Bill's red rocket behind me. I don't think I'm catching Newman either. So, looking like it's going to be a 6th place finish here at New Hampshire. Just don't let me forget. We need to collect point totals for the chase, because the chase exists, and we need to do math and stuff. Man, there is nothing to talk about, is there? Suns are playing tonight. They've been doing good lately. Oh. Werewolves of Mice. So. Damn, Harvick hasn't even gotten to 2nd yet. That's interesting. What's even more interesting is the fact that Dale's fucking gone. Did he pit? Did anyone see Dale Jr. on pit road? Because I don't think he went on pit road.
We don't want him getting beside us.
Hut Strickland. Waltrip's fast too. Look at all these guys with their fresh tires. No one else on my lap took fresh tires besides Newman.
The 9 car is coming right.
And Gordon didn't take new tires. He's halfway behind the leader. Damn, dude. That's interesting. There's a chance I don't know if there's a chance we pass Gordon.
Number 15.
We might see him though. Ow. Bill, why would you do this? Be my friend. Hands in my pocket, reaching in your locket. Put your hand in and squeeze. Didn't give you the plea. No, I'm making a friend. I'm making a good friend. I'm making a friend. I'm making a good friend. Strick Putland. Damn. So this car was really fast, even with the plus 0.5 wedge. Maybe a couple of upgrades from now, it might be good on the 0.0, but I'm happy with the 0.5. See, it's still real loose anyway. It's turning enough. I know I've sung this song so many times. I've probably sung this song more times than like it's been played on Spotify. But it's so fitting. It's perfect. It's the perfect song for this game. Making a friend, it's so difficult.
Got one high. Number 16 is going high. Don't let him by.
I sound like Darius Rucker. She sits alone by a lamppost, trying to find a thought that's escaped her mind. She says, Dad's the one I love most. Dad's not far behind. She never let me in, only tell me where she's been when she's had too much to drink. Say that I don't care, I just run my hands through a dark head, and I pray to God you're gonna help me fly away and just let her cry. If the tears fall down like rain, let her sing. If you really love her, let her go. Let her walk right out on me. And if the sun comes up tomorrow, let her be. Oh, let her be. Anyway, sorry. He does have a very good voice. I am a fan. Even of his generic ass country stuff. I'm a Darius Rucker simp. I need to tell Pop Pop to get me more resources. Facts. Facts. I can't believe that, like, the leader is so much faster than me. Like, it feels like I'm on like 50 lap older tires compared to the leader. He's just fucking gone. It's wild.
Number 42 is still there.
But like, we're a solid like 15th place car. If this race played out perfectly normally, we probably would have been somewhere around like 8th to 12th, right? So we're still gonna get a good finish in this race. It's just annoying that we couldn't battle for the win when I demonstrably could have maybe snuck a win in this race.
Number 42 is up high.
Oh, there's Stewart. Oh, he's getting held up. Oh my goodness, dude, look at that.
42 car is still there.
So Harvick's second at this point. No, he's in the lead at this point. All right, well, there's the spoiler for the end of the race. I'm surprised he got up there that fast. Like, he was fucking so far behind. He was still behind Stewart just like 10 laps ago. Dang. Anyway. Oh, we're switching the first letter of people's names in the chat again. We've reached that point in the stream. It's either switching the first letter of people's names, Blank killed NASCAR, Cup Series 2 random location. Those are the three that we kind of go through every stream. But we went a long time before the first one, so you know, it's pretty impressive.
The one car that's got to run on you. They're on both sides.
Johnny. Clean pass on Johnny. He didn't even wreck me. Look at that. Damn. What a rare occurrence. Yo, there was someone staying at the hotel named Rick Crawford a few days ago, and I was like, Yo, we just watched a bunch of tutorial videos on how to spot human trafficking. And suddenly someone with the name Rick Crawford is staying at the hotel, and I'm like, What? Why did the crew chief say that? You're the one that needs to be looking out. You need to be looking out for your next employment. Alright? If you don't shut up. Rick Crawford escaped from prison. Is he actually in prison? Did he get convicted? That was like fucking 7 years ago at this point, wasn't it? It wasn't that long ago. It was closer to like 5 or 4 years. I didn't see him. I don't know. First of all, I don't know what Rick Crawford looks like. Second of all, I never saw him. I want to pass Gordon. I think that's him, or that might be Rusty. Maybe that's Rusty. I could catch Gordon. I know I can. Yeah, Newman got around Gordon. Oh, I can absolutely catch Gordon. I don't know if that's him. I think it's Rusty, but I can absolutely catch Gordon for 5th. Is this going to be my first, like, consecutive top 5 finish?
Number 17 is inside.
I've never gotten a... What are you doing? Matt! What the fuck, dude? He just killed Kurt for no reason. What was that? Bro. What? What the fuck, dude? You couldn't do that during the last run when I was only 1 lap down, Matt. Wow. Oh, that's a teammate. Alright, well, now the question is, do I pit again and maybe try and catch Newman? Or is like what if Stewart pits? Oh my god, what if Stewart pits? That would be amazing. Okay, I'm the last car on my lap. There's only 3 cars on this lap. Jarrett got lapped. Look at this. Oh shit. If I pit now, I lose nothing. Pit the car. Pit the car. There's no reason not to. Clip that. Someone can clip that. Once the stream's over, you can clip. Sadly, you can't do clip. Well, actually, no. Hang on. There's a scissors button. I distinctly noticed this scissors button at the top of the chat. But like, I'm playing the game, so like, I can't. Someone else is gonna have to clip that. Someone else is gonna need to like link the clip in the chat. Cleared by Kurt, maybe no. Kenda takes him out. Kurt Busch in the wall. Caution comes out in the crowd wars. That was a great clip. But I don't have a symbol. I don't have anything resembling a symbol. If I crash 2 plates together, that might, you know, make a cymbal sound. Okay, well, in 6th, out 6th. We're getting a top 5 today, baby. We're getting a top 5. Oh, but that means that Stewart didn't pit. Oh, and we're single file because it's less than 10 laps. Oh! Everyone's single file up here, dude. Look at this. Turn the car. I just lost the spot. Oh my god. Move your fat ass, Jarrett. What is Gordon doing now? He's gonna try and do the same thing Matt did. Here we go. Newman's making moves. P5. Yes, we're gonna get back-to-back top 5s. Damn, dude, it would have been an amazing strategy for, well, actually, no. Wait, No, it would have been an amazing strategy for Stewart to pit because he would have lined up in third, right? Like, technically I should have lined up at the tail end because I pit, right? That's how single file restarts used to work. Come on, Anthony. You can catch him. He has 50 lap fresher tires than you, but you can catch him. That was only a 10. Damn.
Still beside you.
P4, P4. Here we come.
Hold your line. You still there?
Fourth place.
Good pass. The 12 car.
I can't still win this. I need to get around Harvick, and then another caution needs to come out without me losing a lap. And then, from there's only going to be like fucking 3 laps to go, and then I have to pass Earnhardt and Kenseth and Stewart and Harvick. So I can't win this, but we're going to get 4th. Come on, Stewart, you can get 2nd. We need Dale to lose as many points as possible. And the only way that happens is if he gets past here, because there's no one else on his lap. I was thinking about doing the classic screw over and just sit in front of Earnhardt and just take my 6th place finish. And so that Earnhardt would lose a bunch of spots. But the problem with that is that there's no one else on his lap. He's going to finish 3rd unless he dies. Ain't no green, white checkers in this game. Damn it, Stewart. This is why I'm the superior Anthony. This is why I'm the superior Tony. Okay? Come on, dude. You can pass this. Yeah, the green-white checkered started in 2005. Sadly, there's no way to make it come into existence in this game. There's probably a way to,
Okay,
build
thank
that
you all
in
so much
if
for
you
watching this
want the
video.
game, but, like,
Subscribe!
I would have done a lot. Anyway.
Subscribe!
White flag is out. It was a fucking interesting race from New Hampshire. There have been many, many interesting things that have happened over the course of this event. But me winning is not one of them, sadly. So, coming out of turn 4 for the final time, I'm going to downshift to try to get Stewart at the line. Come on, we got this! No, we don't got this! Failure.
Good job, everyone.
Do. Boop. That is Bill Elliott finishing 7th. Damn, what a run from Bill.
Laps were run in this race.
Yeah, I'm sure the drivers would have rather seen more green flag laps, especially the guys who ran out front most of the race.
This has been
That's
NASCAR
all
Winston
they
Cup
have to
Racing,
say.
brought to you by EA Sports and MRN.
Wow.
We'll see you next week in Dover.
Yeah, we'll see you next week in Dover. Gonna be a terrible race. Alright, well, that was fun. Anyway, good race. GG. GR. Good race. GR. Look at this move, though. Passing Harvick like a Chad. Look at this. Look at these moves. Good stuff. Good stuff. Alright, well, now we have to do a bunch of math. We need to figure out where everyone is position-wise. I've got some I'm starting to get a lot of happiness bonus. 31k happiness bonus. Nice. That is going to make a difference after a while. So, Harvick won the race with the most laps led, so he gets 85 points to his total. So we'll add 185 to his points total. That gives him 5,230 points. Earnhardt got 175 points, so Harvick's going to be the new chase points leader. So that's cute. By 5 points, Harvick's. This is going to be a knockdown, drag-out chase between Harvick and Earnhardt, I'm sure. Stewart got 170 points. He got 1 lap led. Look at this. Stewart is in true championship form right now. He knows what he needs to do. He knows he needs to get those bonus points. And that 1 lap led is going to give him an extra 5 points. So he's not going to lose a ton to these guys. He's going to be 20 points behind Harvick. Next driver is, okay, Newman's in the chase. He is here. He finished 5th with 155 points. So we'll add that right there. Plus 155. And don't forget that equal sign. We're letting Excel do the math. Gordon did not lead a lap. Ha, bitch. We will give him his 150 points. What a run by Bill Elliott to come home in 7th. That was a great run by Bill. Mark 8th, Jarrett 9th. Jarrett did not make the chase because he had a terrible start to his season. Mark gets 142 points. 142 equals 142 plus 5,220. 5,020. Okay. Ricky runs in the chase. He gets 134 points. 134. Bush was wrecked by fucking Kenseth. He ended up finishing, okay, there's Labonte. Bobby's in the championship hunt. He had 8 laps led, so there's 5 bonus points. So that's 135 points to the man, Rob Labonte. 130, right? No, 135. There we go. Sorry. Okay, and the only ones we're missing are Marlin and Bush. I don't think I saw Marlin once this entire race. Maybe he blew up. Sterling! Okay, Kurt finished with 109 points. So, 109. That's a tilde. 109. One more. I think Marlin blew up. Because I don't remember seeing him once this entire race. Yep. He finished last. He made it 43 laps. No. I thought the chase was going to be an opportunity for Marlin to take control. But no. He gets the least amount of points possible. Oh, Marlin. No, everyone else is in the hundreds and Marlin's so far back. Oh, it's tragic. Tragedy. When the feeling's gone and you can't go on, dude. Okay, so there's after race 1. Here, let me show you it. Let me actually take this shit off the screen so you can see it. Alright, so here is this. I copied it down here so that it'd be ready for next week. So here's how the chase started. It started like this. And now we're going to have to... why does that say 10? What? Why does that say 10? It should say after race 2. After race. Beautiful. Alright, so we're going to turn this into a table. How do I do that? I haven't used Excel in so long. Here we go, table. My table has headers. Okay. Actually, what I wanted to do, we're going to undo that. We're going to do this so that the count on the left doesn't change. So we're actually not going to have headers. Fuck off, dude. Okay, fine. You can make your own headers then. Why does it keep bumping it down 1? Dude. I just want to organize. Okay, I can organize this. I can sort this. Custom sort. Sort by column C. No, not that one. Column B. No. Oh, yes, it was column C. I'm stupid. Largest to smallest. There we go. Alright. Oh my goodness. That was a fucking trip and a half to get done. So here's what the chase looks like after race 1. Why is this not working? This needs to be C15. Here we go. This'll fix this. And it needs to go all the way down here. There we go. So now Marlin's already a full race back. Harvick leads by 5 points over Stewart. Everyone is pretty much still in it except for Marlin. Marlin's already out of the chase pretty much. So that's pretty tragic. So that's how it ends at that is how it ends at New Hampshire. Wow. Okay. And Kyle Petty finished 42nd. What a legend. Anyway, good race. I have exactly $800,000. That's cool. I'm happy about this fact. Oh, damn, dude. Oh god, I just heard the fucking PS2 spin up. Oh, if this doesn't load. Oh, it loaded. Okay, save the game, save the game, save the game. Save the game as fast as you can. Oh, look, we got the new location in the background, too. Look at this. It's the new shop. It's not the fucking, like, trailer court anymore. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. We don't have the single wide anymore. Now we've got an actual building. We're at RCR. We have actually gone to the RCR headquarters. Wouldn't Harvick have a 10-point lead? So, Harvick got 185 points. He started 5 points back, because you get 50-50 for being the points leader coming into the chase. Second in the chase gets 50-45, and then it goes down by 5. Harvick got 185. Dale Jr. got 175. Therefore, the 50-45 give him -5. It turns into a +5. That is why Harvick has a 5-point lead in the chase. And speaking of not chase, here's how the standings look in regular world. Jarrett's up to 11th in points. Holy shit. And Ward's dying. Ward continues to plummet. Bill's up to 16th. Damn, dude. Bill's having a good end to his season. And then it might be the game trying to compensate, possibly, but we haven't seen a lot of that just because the races are allowed to play out so organically. But Dale Jr. still has a full race point lead. Unless he blows up, this championship's pretty much over. So if we weren't going to be getting the chase this year in Universe, we were going to be getting it in this version. Stewart still only has 2 wins. That was Harvick's first win of the season. Just now. Interesting. Interesting. Mark's down here, annoyingly. He had a good race for the chase, though, so that's good. As far as Tony Raines, he's... Oh, my God! Wow! We moved up 2 spots in points to 31st. Oh, that's my 7th pole of the season, 13th in my career, 5th top 10. My average finish is up to 27.6. Average start is 18.9. Very cool. Very cool indeed. As far as in here is concerned, we are waiting one race. One race for this stuff. So we're going to be running the same stuff that we used last time for, what's it called? Dover. Dover! This thing is good. We are going to wait to repair it, because this is coming in. This is even better. 72.69. Very good, very good. We're going to sell this because we're going to have 3 races probably on the next car, and then we'll sell some stuff. It's saving the game again. I don't even mind. Oh my goodness, dude. Damn. Look at that. The first porn bots of the stream. And it's only after Mary shows up. Hadn't been here the entire stream. It's just like the porn bots like just detect it or something. But they don't understand. They just want to catch these hands. They know that the best mod is going to destroy them. Why do they try? Why do they challenge? Why do they challenge the best mod? Apparently I'm ahead of Joe Nemechek in points. Damn, I am ahead of Joe Nemechek in points. Wow. That's unfortunate. Maybe he'll retire. That's possible. I'm still worried Casey's going to retire. Biffle might retire. Biffle's had a very bad season. Like, even worse than usual. Yeah, but, like, in all likelihood, it's probably going to be Brett Bodine retiring. Sprague maybe going. Kyle Petty could go. I don't think it's going to be Nemechek. It'd be funny if it was. And Brian Vickers ends up in that car. Now that would be the fucking... If Brian Vickers... If Joe Nemechek retires this season and Brian Vickers replaces him, I might fall out of this chair. I might, like, retire from YouTube. Anyway, that's enough for now. I don't have a lot of enemies. That's a fucking change. I've got some good friends. Sadler still likes me. Bodine still likes me. And we've got... What after Dover? I think it's Talladega, right? Yes, we have Talladega. We're going to have a really good car for Talladega. Kansas is going to be iffy. I'm probably going to have a not-so-good car for that race. Oh, Martinsville. Well, there's no reason to waste a good car in Martinsville. So we might have a good car for Atlanta instead. And then we go to Phoenix. maybe we'll have 2 races to repair another car on that one and then have a fresh car for Rockingham. That probably is what we're going to do. So I'm going to use the same car for this race. We're going to have a fresh car for Talladega. Going to use that same car at Kansas and Lowe's. Then we're going to continue using that same car in Martinsville because Martinsville doesn't matter. We're just going to run people into the barrels and we're just going to have fun in that race. It's going to be a championship, like chase grid. It's going to be a grid buster race, is what I'm trying to say. And then we'll have a fresh car for Atlanta, then a good car for Phoenix, then a fresh car for Rockingham, and then a good car for the Ford 400, and then we'll have a fresh car for the Daytona 500 next year. So, hey! That's fun. Good stream. Thanks for watching. Super chats. There wasn't a lot of them. I got 1 subscriber right there. Breaky chatted 5. Thank you for the top 5. And we did in fact finish in the top 5. Lyle Bailey gave me $2. Juan Pablo was amazing, yes. Scott McNew gave me 10. For Michigan beating Ohio State, I don't really care about college football at all, but thank you for the 10. Kevin Odell gave me 3. Told me to continue making videos, and I shall. You will see a new video tomorrow. I believe it's Gran Turismo 2. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you whenever it is that happens next. Bye!
Hello, and good evening, YouTube. My name is Bernie Sanders, and I want to personally thank you for tuning in to tonight's stream on the Kamikaze Games channel. But there is a reason that I am here, and yes, I am once again asking for your financial support. The Kamikaze Games streams are made possible by viewers such as yourself, and it is sustained almost entirely through donations. If you would like to, you can super chat in the chat of this stream, or go down to the description and click the link to Streamlabs. And if you do that, you can donate to this stream, and you can make me, Bernie Sanders, very happy. Once again, I want to thank you for joining us for tonight's stream, and hope a good time. Thank you.